Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Gayle's Friday Frolics. It is Friday, thank goodness. It's been another snowy, icy week here in Virginia. I am just so over winter. I know I keep saying this a lot, but I know it gets hot here in the summertime, and I might complain because it's hot, but I never wish for cooler weather to come. But in the wintertime, I'm always wishing for warmer weather. I am just not a cold weather person. But this burgundy colored thing I've got here laying over my chair is my new heated throw that is just so awesome to use when you're just kind of cold. Although only problem is when I turn that on and wrap myself up in it, I usually fall asleep. But hey, I can think of worse things that could happen. But I hope you've had a good week. It's now sunshiny here in Virginia. It's supposed to get up to 60 tomorrow. So, hey, I can live with that. Excuse me, I put a mint in my mouth before I turned my camera on, and it's a strong one. It's one of those curiously strong cinnamons. It's really getting to me, but anyway. But I've been busy this week. I have been trying to clear out my paper stuff from my craft room and start spreading out my polymer clay stuff so that I have a little bit more room. I'd like to have it so that there's nothing on my little desk except just the tools that I use all the time and my pasta machine and my cane slicer. And then everything else will have a home somewhere else. So we'll see how that works. I did do a video that is on my, actually it's probably still on my phone. I need to move it to the computer, where I'm doing a before, showing you what my room looked like before, and then I'll show you the after when it's done. And I'm working on it. You know, I'm in that phase now where, you know, when you have to make things an absolute mess before you can fix it, you know, straighten it up. And that's where I am now because I'm pulling things out of shelves and I've got stuff sitting everywhere. But I'm getting a great big box full of stuff that I'm going to be putting in my grab bags whenever I get those done. And let's see, what else have I done this week? I've gotten back into my exercise regimen, so you know that feels good. It's like I just couldn't go to my classes during the holidays just because it was so crazy. And then after the holidays, we've had snow and ice and we've been closed, so it's been really tough. But this week I did my complete exercise regimen, and it's so much fun. I enjoy it so much. I wish y'all were here so you could go with me because it is so much fun. And speaking of fun, I got Richard Garai's next class is called So Loved, and of course I'm going to do it. I'm supporting Richard any way that I can, and because he's just a fantastic person and teacher and everything. And he, you know, this would be a good opportunity for those of you that have wanted to make cards or any other type of paper art, mixed media or anything. But you didn't want to invest in buying all of these different stamp sets, I think what Richard is doing now is going to be the new trend, because instead of buying stamp sets to do his classes, he provides digital downloads, and everything seems to be converting over to digital. I had no idea until, all right, let me back up a bit. I've been getting his downloads since October, and you get a free one every month. So if you don't do anything else, go to RG Studio 360 on Facebook and sign up for his digital downloads, and you'll get a free one every month. And sometimes it's just one page, sometimes it's 2 pages. But then he also does special paid classes. But he does live events every Tuesday and Thursday. And, you know, so it's just a good place to be, even if you don't ever buy any of his class kits or anything, because, I mean, that's something. But let me show you. This is the So Loved. And I got it yesterday. Well, I didn't get it yesterday. I printed it yesterday. And this is what it looks like. Can you see it? And it's got sentiments, and these are all things that he designs. These are not copies of anything else. He designs these, you know, like that follow your heart, that follow your heart, with love for you. And what is the other one? You are so loved, and open your heart. And I love that heart, but this was one page. But then he had a second page, and I've colored those. And this is my colored page. Now, there's different sizes. If you look at these, this one here is the largest of the flowers. And then you have this one, which is the medium size, and that one, which is small. So he's providing different sizes of some of the same pictures. Like here's the little heart. And over here is the big heart. But I am having so much fun. Let me maybe turn it sideways. Maybe you can see the colors. Oh, that doesn't do it justice. Let me try to back it up. But there you go. So anyway, this is his So Loved class. And we're going to be doing 4 cards and then a special bonus project. And sorry, but the class is sold out for this month. But there's usually his classes run about $49.95 if they're kitted classes. And then he sends you everything. Right now he's working on foils and foil glue. So his kit that's coming to me this week is going to have a sample bottle of his foil glue, and then we're going to get foils, and we're going to use foils. And we'll be doing that in his class to make those 4 cards. But for that $49.95, you get all of your mixed media stuff. Like if you use gesso, you get gesso. If we use modeling paste, you get modeling paste. If you use gel medium, he sends a little jar of gel medium. You get any paints that we're going to use if it's something we're going to paint. I think with this one though, we're going to be using dye-based inks or any water-based color that I've got, and I have a lot of the Fun Stampers Journey watercolors. So, or what is it called? Liquid color. And they're dye-based, so I'll be able to use those and not have to worry. But if you have any ring inkers at home for dye-based ink, you could use those. But other than that, and the time to paint, to color these and to cut them out, everything else is provided. All the cardstock, if there's any special papers we need, those are all included. So much for my commercial for RG Studio 360. But I love Richard, and he's such an inspiration to me and to so many people. And I'm thrilled that his new journey is taking off like a rocket. He's going to be giving, because you don't have to buy stamps and ship stamps and things like that, he is actually venturing out a little bit international. Like on last night's live feed, there was a girl from the UK and she was having a birthday, so we sang happy birthday to her. But she's there, and he's going to be doing a class sometime this spring in Colombia, and he's going to do another one later in the spring in Mexico. So he's branching out a little outside of the norm for most of your paper artists. But I just love him. He's such a genuine, God-fearing, funny guy, and he loves to bring paper to life. That's his saying, you know. And actually, he's got two. Create the life you want and bringing paper to life. And that's what he does. He just inspires us so much. So I'm really thrilled for him. But like I say, if you don't want to buy any of his classes, you still get a free, you won't get this download, but there is another download. And if you want me to forward you the ones that I've got, I'll be happy to forward them to you. Just let me know. But I'll need an email address. Okay, what else? I apologize for not getting a tutorial up on Monday. On Friday, I told you that I was hoping to get a video done that afternoon, but instead, I ended up having to deal with my car and getting that, and by the time I got back, it was almost time for dinner. I wouldn't have had time to even get one started. And then Saturday was a very busy day. My daughter was home most of the day, so we had lots of things here, you know, errands here at home that we needed to get done. Plus, we have lunch with my sister on Saturday, so that pretty much took up my day Saturday. And then Sunday, of course, is family day. By the time we got home from church and did the things that needed to be done here, plus my senior dogs that are taking up more and more of my time, you know, it just worked out well. So, but anyway, Sunday night came and I still had not done a video. And it's really difficult for me to do them in the evenings because the lighting in my studio is not the best. Hopefully that will change once I get everything rearranged. What I'd like to do, and it's on my Amazon wish list, I'd like to get some studio lights. They're fairly inexpensive, but I'm really crunched this month. Well, first off, because of Christmas, but then we have, you know, the added payment that I'm doing for the heat pump that I had installed last summer, and it's just really, really tight. So you know, they're on my wish list, but with those lights, I should be able to video anytime, you know, day or night, because it will provide the light that I would need. The lights that I have are good for daytime as supplemental lights, but when it's really dark, because there's not much light in that room anyway, it's on the shady side of the house. But anyway, when I get those lights, I'll not be quite so crunched for time, because there will be a couple of not late evenings, but late afternoon into evening that I'll go ahead and be able to do tutorials because I'll have the light. But anyway, that's another story. I do want to let you know that any of the tutorials that I do, if the items are available, the supplies that I use, if they are available on Amazon, then I am adding them to my store. So anytime you watch one of my videos, if you want to know where I got something, if it's one of the newer ones, and I've tried to put in most of the things that I have used in the past, the ones that I get questions about. But everything now is in my Amazon store. So if you want to look in there and see if there's anything in there that you would like, I would appreciate it. If you order from Amazon anyway, it doesn't cost you any more to buy it from my store. It just helps me a little bit because I do make a very small commission. It's something like 2%. But, you know, when a lot of people buy things, that 2% can add up. But I also got my Patreon video done and published, so I'm really happy I got that done. And I hope they liked it. You know, it's something that I really have wanted to do for a while, so I hope they like it. And I have a video already filmed for Monday, so I don't have to worry about doing that over the weekend. I've already got it filmed, and I uploaded it last night, and it will be posted at 6 a.m. on Monday morning. So you'll have another video there that you can watch. And of course, if you're a patron, and contribute to me monthly on Patreon, I'm really working hard to do monthly videos for you. And they're exclusive for you for at least 3 months. And I'm saying that because I may in the future put some of them out as paid videos. They will never be free videos because I don't want to offend my patrons who are contributing to me financially and getting these as rewards. So they will be for sale. They won't be free videos, but I'll wait at least 3 months. And most of them is going to be more than that because I don't have that many videos I want to turn into paid tutorials. So, but as I go, I may be offering some paid tutorials, and that'll help me a little bit. And then I always have the donation button in the description below. Everybody look below. There's different ways that you can contribute to me, to my art that way too. So let me see what else is going on. I have a crop tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to make it or not because it's also a time that I'm going to be, meeting my sister probably for breakfast. But if I can get there afterwards, I want to go to that crop because I haven't been since November because of the snow. The snow keeps canceling our time. So, I've got that tomorrow, but it's going to be in the 60s or at least the upper 50s for the next several days. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to feel like summertime. But my poor little dogs, they've really suffered during the snow. Well, they're not little. They're greyhounds. They're kind of big. But they're seniors, and one of them, the oldest one that has the worst health, she leaps up, so we have a ramp for her, and when she leaps, she can get up the ramp normally, but then my other dog that walks up the ramp has been slipping and sliding, so we've had to lay out towels and throw rugs and anything we can find to lay on the ramp because it's icy every morning, but in order for him to be able to get up the ramp, so it's exhausting, but basically their body functions are good. Their organs are functioning well and they're eating well. So other than just the fact that they're old, they're doing pretty well. So let me see. I'm just looking around. I've got to color that other sheet of my So Loved download. Then I've got to figure out how to cut it with these aren't too bad to fussy cut, but I'm just a terrible fussy cutter. So I'm working, every time I do this, I'm trying to learn a different way of getting them to cut on my silhouette cameo portrait. I didn't get the cameo, I got the portrait because it was cheaper. And until I got into this, I didn't realize what big business this is. I mean, there's people cut vinyl. I didn't realize that what you put on a t-shirt is a vinyl. And people make t-shirts and sell them. They make signs and sell them. They put them on cups and, like Tervis cups and on your Ozark cups that you get at Walmart or, metal tumblers, anything. They're putting stuff on everything. And they're making stencils to do etchings, glass etching. And I had never known all of this was out there. And it's very tempting, but I'm probably not going to get into that. I've got enough invested in my paper crafts and my polymer clay. So the portrait, I think, this is an older model and it's being phased out. And I got a really good price on it on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, one of the two. So, and all I wanted to do right now is to do the fussy cutting around these things. Because, I can do this pretty easily, but when it comes to cutting, I just don't like cutting around all these things. But Richard's making it easy. These almost isn't worth trying to do that. It might be just as easy to cut them with scissors, but I'm going to try one anyway just to see how it works. But anyway, I will be back again next Friday with another Friday Frolics. And my polymer clay video will be up at 6 a.m. on Monday. So hopefully everyone will have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.